Once we've added the assignment, we can go in and enter marks for it. So I'm going to select the course that I had it selected under and go to my scores side tab. Now, by default, what happens is it brings you to this screen. As a matter of fact, this screen as the traditional view will look very familiar because this is where traditionally you've entered the marks. However, if we click under the Standards tab right here, it does allow us to enter marks here, but it's a little bit more difficult because you need to select the specific standard that is attached to that specific assignment. So what I do instead is I make sure that I'm in the Standards tab, that the All Standard is selected. This is why it's important in the assignment portion of this that all is selected, and then I click on this double arrow to enter in specifically to this assignment so that I can enter marks. So I'm going to go to the assignment that I just created, click on my double arrow, and what is displayed right here is the traditional column, the all, which makes it visible, and then the two specific competencies that I selected while creating the assignment that allows me to enter my proficiencies in these two columns. If I hover my mouse over, I can see the description of this competency and this one. Clicking in this cell provides an active area that I can enter in a mark. Now, what I recommend is taking a look at the scores that you will be entering in here for your students and using the Control D function to enter in one mark, copy it down, and then go in and make the changes for those students that need to be changed. So for this particular assignment, most of my students are proficient, and you can see even with me entering the lowercase by clicking to the next cell, that'll replace it as uppercase. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Control D function, allow that to copy down. As the yellow cell disappears, I know that it is saving in the background. Don't do anything until those yellow cells are gone. And now what I can do is I can click on the specific students that are not proficient and change those marks. The other thing that I can do here is by hovering over this cell right here, clicking on it, I can add feedback for this specific assignment by clicking on the comment icon. This is visible in the portal. The other thing that I can enter into this square, and only ever into this square, is my special codes that I've created representing whether or not the student is going to be excused, not handed in, or whatever other special codes that you have created. So say, for example, this student was not here during that time period. I am going to give them a code of excused. I can go in now and complete the rest of my marks. And I can go back to my main assignment list by clicking on this double arrow. You will see that nothing is displayed here unless I select the specific standard, or I can see where I've added comments. Switching to my traditional view would show that I did enter the excused special code for that particular student. Going back into just the assignment view list, I can also change how this is visibly seen by clicking on my grade drop down and changing to color. This will fill those cells with whatever color that you chose when you change the rating scale under the curricular competency side tab.